Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 is already facing a big problem, and it has me worried for the franchise's future. The explosive popularity of Jujutsu Kaisen has cemented its place as one of the most influential shonen anime of the decade. With its sharp animation, emotionally charged story, and thrilling fights, the anime quickly carved out a loyal fan base and earned acclaim both in Japan and internationally. Season 2, covering the Shibuya incident arc, was a visual and emotional spectacle that left fans breathless and hungry for more. But now that Season 2 has concluded, there is an unsettling uncertainty in the air. There is no confirmed release date for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, and that silence is getting louder with each passing month. The longer MAPPA remains quiet, the more it starts to feel like a warning sign rather than a strategic pause. The wait between seasons is not just frustrating, it could be the first step in the decline of one of anime's most promising franchises. At the heart of the concern is the growing gap between seasons. When Jujutsu Kaisen first launched, it felt like the series had a clear roadmap. Season 1 was followed relatively quickly by the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, and then Season 2, which picked up right where the hype left off. But now, with no word on Season 3's release timeline after over a year of waiting, the momentum is stalling. This is not just a typical off-season. With MAPPA announcing the Hidden Inventory arc as a standalone movie, and not a direct continuation of the main storyline, it seems the studio is buying time. That choice might ease production pressure, but it also stretches out the wait for the actual continuation of the plot. The delay risks alienating fans who expect consistency and steady pacing in an era where dozens of other anime are vying for attention. One of the biggest red flags is MAPPA itself. Once a studio known for quality over quantity, MAPPA is now infamous for juggling an overwhelming number of projects at once. Alongside Jujutsu Kaisen, the studio is handling Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, and even reviving older IPs like Ranma 1/2. Each of these requires intense labor, tight coordination, and top-tier animation, which are things that suffer when a studio is stretched too thin. This overextension raises real concerns about quality and scheduling. If MAPPA continues to take on more work than it can reasonably handle, then the animation quality and narrative cohesion of Jujutsu Kaisen could suffer. Worse still, the longer fans have to wait, the more likely they are to turn their attention elsewhere. In a saturated market, even a beloved series like Jujutsu Kaisen is not immune to the consequences of industry burnout. Even if Season 3 manages to eventually hit screens, it will not be an easy ride. The next major arc in the Jujutsu Kaisen manga is the culling game, and it is far more divisive than anything that has come before. Where Shibuya was tightly plotted and emotionally devastating, the culling game is sprawling, dense, and often criticized for its pacing and lack of emotional payoff. Adapting it well will be a challenge for any studio, especially one under pressure. Combine that with an impatient audience, and Jujutsu Kaisen finds itself in a precarious position. Anime viewers are spoiled for choice these days. Unlike older series that could weather long breaks, like Attack on Titan or Hunter x Hunter, modern fans are less forgiving. If Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 stumbles out of the gate or gets overshadowed by newer, more exciting shows, it may never fully recover the spotlight it once commanded. Ultimately, the future of Jujutsu Kaisen depends on MAPPA's ability to manage its projects without sacrificing the quality and care that made the series special to begin with. Delays, if handled with transparency and a commitment to excellence, can be survivable. But right now, the silence is deafening, and fans are left to speculate, which a dangerous state for any franchise that wants to stay relevant. The studio must also recognize that adapting contentious source material requires even greater effort. Without strong direction, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 risks confusing casual fans and frustrating longtime readers. The franchise's third season could either elevate Jujutsu Kaisen into legendary status or mark the beginning of its decline. And right now, the warning signs are hard to ignore.